If you're here, you know what time it is. It is time for another confession. Hi, my name is Sarah. I like reading anonymous confessions on Reddit and sharing them with you. So here we go, and this is going to be a long ride. So the title of this confession is, I found out my husband has been making life decisions based on his ex's note. So background on my husband, who is 34 years old. He was a fat, lonely kid, often bullied, no friends. Then he met Maya, his first and only friend. Like my husband, Maya was also a misfit, came from a dysfunctional family, and they became best friends. When they were 15, Maya was gang the R-word by her stepsister's boyfriend and classmates. She was badly injured and was in a coma for 2 weeks. As they were minor, they were not jailed, I believe. They got out with minor punishments. In brackets, this is the story I have heard from my husband and in-laws. Maya unalived herself after she woke up and wrote only one letter of goodbye, which was addressed to my husband. I had never read this letter as I wanted to preserve his privacy, and it always felt too personal. On to my story. I have been noticing weird things about my husband for a while. Number 1, we had our first baby when we were 27. I wanted to wait a little more before our second, but my husband wanted one when he turned 30. He would mumble things like, it has to be 30, it has to be 30, it should be 30. Number 2, at 30, I had my second kid, a girl. Named her Maya. Now, I often find him hugging her and crying and asking an infant if he's doing a good job at being a father. Number 3, we have to go on yearly vacations. Even when our kids were babies and we were busy, he forced us on vacations. Number 4, now that he is turning 35, he is insisting we buy a bigger house. Again, he keeps mumbling, the house is at 35, the house is at 35, the house is at 35. Well, I read the letter. It was laminated and filed. He keeps it in the safe along with other important documents such as house property. It was a very sweet letter. Basically, thanked him for being there for her, and then she concluded it with wishing he lives the perfect life. Life where he graduates at 24, he marries at 26, he has babies at 27 and 30, he moves to a bigger house at 35, and always goes on fancy vacations. And then it ends with him being 90, reading stories to his grandkids. She also tells him to be a good father and a husband. And if he ever gets tired, she wants him to think of her suffering because of her family. Now that I have read everything, I know that my husband has been planning his entire life based on that letter, and it feels so weird. I had to tell someone.